Good day once again. This is Mo Shaban. This is the transfer headquarters. This is where we get to tell you everything around the transfer window, the 2024-2025 transfer window. So we'll get to tell you more. We'll get to break a lot of stories to you, and we'll get to inform you what is happening around the Premier League teams, around the 18 Premier League teams. And so don't worry, you are at a safe place. What you have to do is to subscribe to Mo TV. Kindly subscribe. So when you are watching on YouTube, press on the notification button. Then after subscribing, you press the bell. So you put the notification button on. So when I post a video, you get access to it immediately, or you receive a notification of the video immediately. And that would be the best way for you to get access to all the exclusives around the Premier League. Once again, my name is Shaban Mohammed. Kindly subscribe and follow us. You can follow me on Facebook, Shaban Mohammed, on Twitter, or X, Shaban Mo9. On Instagram is Authentic Mo Shaban, and then on TikTok is Shaban Mohammed. Let's engage ourselves. Let's talk more. Let's do more. So let's start with the stories. Let's start with Yaya Adraman. Now, interestingly, how to folk are looking for a right back, a left back. For the centre backs, they have a lot of centre backs. They have David Opon Afrani, they have Kunidu Adam, they have Michael Iwa Mensah, they have Kevin Osesibe, and even Samuel Amufa, who is also a centre back and a defensive midfielder joining from BBN Gold Stars. Now, how to folk are looking for right back, left back. The left back, they are looking for Samuel Ashikwe. The right back, on Yaya Adraman. Then they are looking for another wingers. Then also central and attacking midfielders. And of course, with the striking department, they are likely to complete some moves. So we'll delve deep into that and I'll tell you what is currently happening. Now, let's start with the right back. The situation of the right back around Heart to Folk. Yaya Adraman is a former BB Gold Stars right back. Few days ago, I told you about the decision or about his situation. The situation is this: BBN Gold Stars has already informed the player is not part of their plans. That was what I informed you a few days ago. But then officially they are yet to terminate his contract. But then he is not part of their plans. He's not part of the team. He's not part of the preseason. He was with Hartlepool having some training with them, and the coach is impressed with him. Yesterday, Yaya Adraman, who had his medical, he had his medical yesterday. After the medical, Yaya Adraman signed 2 years contract with Hartlepool. So the 29-year-old right back, Yaya Adraman, signed a 2-year contract with the team. He played for the team in their friendly game against Bichim United, which ended 3-3 at the Poviman Sports Complex. And per the report, he was impressive. He was surging forward. He was very, very good on the field of play yesterday. And let me tell you something about Yaya. He was part of the BBN Gold Stars team that gained promotion in the Premier League in the 2021-2022 season for the first time in the club history. Now, after gaining promotion in the Premier League in 2021-2022, he has been the constant right back. So at a point, Gold Stars will change their left back. They will change their left back. It came to Ordai, it came to William Denchin Tori and all that. But Yaya Draman has played in 4 consecutive, so 2021-22, 2022-23, 2023-24, and then he's now, but then in the Division 1, he was still with Gold Stars. He joined Gold Stars from Liberty Professional. So, of course, the academy and how to play is there. They're searching for, Liberty is where Michael Ampedu is also coming from. So, Ampedu, who is the um, right back of Hartlepool before Yaya Draman is joining, is also coming from Liberty Professional. So, the two Liberty Professionals players reunite again at Accra Hartlepool. So, now Yaya Draman would be competing with Michael Ampedu at the right side. Yaya Draman, Michael Ampedu will be competing at the right side. Kindly take note of this information. So, Yaya Draman penned down 2-year contract with Hartlepool, waiting for official unveiling. So, the player is waiting for official unveiling as Hartlepool new right back. That is the current situation at the right side of Hartlepool. Let's move on to Kwabena Boateng. Now, Kwabena Boateng is a striker for Legon Cities. He can play from the right side, the left side, or the center forward. Now, in the How to Folk friendly or preseason game against Bichim, this is how they played Kobina Boateng. Kobina Boateng operated from the left, Asama Boateng operated from the right, and then Hamza Issa was in the middle. So that is how it happened in the How to Folks preseason friendly against Bichim United. Now, Kobina Boateng has agreed 3 years contract with How to Folk. Now, it still has a contract with Legon Cities, and that is the reason why the signing has delayed. But I can tell you, Kobina Boateng, who is a striker for Legon Cities, has undergone medical as Hartlepool player. Now, Hartlepool is yet to do their final arrangement with Legon City. They have to do some payment for Legon Cities or agree on a fee with Legon Cities, though the conversation is in far advanced and Legon Cities have given the green light for the player to, because the player has informed them that he won't be part of the team this season because of the deal at Hartlepool. So Legon Cities are also looking at Hartlepool agreeing on a fee or paying the fee. Then they can officially release the player to Hartlepool. Then official unveiling will proceed because the player has already agreed 3 years contract with Hartlepool, and then his personal terms has been agreed. So there's no problem with regards to personal terms for Kobina Boateng. No problem with regards to personal terms for Kobina Boateng of Legon Cities, who is joining Hartlepool as one of the strikers. So that is the report over there. So Kobina Boateng is expected to sign for Hartlepool, having undergone medical, and everything is set for the player. So officially, another deal is expected to be done this week. That is Kobina Boateng. And so let's move on to the left side of Hartlepool. Now, interestingly, Hartlepool are looking for about 2 left backs, and that should give you some signal around the team. So officially, Hartlepool are looking for 2 left backs. Samuel Ashikwe of Great Olympics, which the deal is still hanging because of Hartlepool not being able to agree on a fee with Great Olympics for now. But I can come anytime to give you the breaking news around the player because anything can happen. Then Hartlepool are looking at Patrick Asmah, former Kotoko left back Patrick Asmah. Now let's talk about Patrick Asmah. Patrick Asmah has been training with the team this week. So he started training with the team this week. In fact, yesterday he was part of the Hartlepool team that played against Bichim United. And he was at the left side and Adraman was at the right side. Now, though Hartlepool are yet to offer contract for him, they are looking forward to give him a contract. Now, it is likely that Patrick Asmah will be available for the Homo Cup against Heart of Lions, where the team would also take the advantage to test his strengths. Don't forget that officially on this platform, we interviewed Patrick Asmah and he informed us that his wife had a problem and that he needs to stay at home for a year to make sure that the wife is in stable condition before he can proceed to play his football. And now the wife is fine and that he needs to come out and also enjoy football. So that was something around Patrick Asmah at a point in time in his career. Now, yesterday he was impressive, and the technical team are looking at offering Patrick Asmah a contract, and that if Hartlepool sign Patrick Asmah and Hartlepool sign Samuel Ashikwe, where would the discussion be? This is a question. So that is something around that. But then, of course, they are looking at 2 left backs, and that is where it gives a lot of signal. But then, of course, it is negotiation. They might get one, and then they might not get one. But then it looks like Hartlepool are focused on getting 2 left backs for the team. Now let's move away from the left back. Today is more like Hartlepool discussion, but we'll also look at other discussions. I'm sorry if I'm giving all the time to Hartlepool. Sometimes you have more stories for this team. Sometimes you have more stories for this team. So I'm sorry. I apologize for doing more of the Hartlepool news. Now let's move on to Maudi Wayo. Maudi Wayo was part of the team that played against Bichim. Honestly, per the report that came out, Maudi was impressive from the flanks. Maudi from the right side, and then Enoke Subontin from the left side. Very impressive. He showcased his talent. He was dominant. He was very, very, very good. His output on the field of play was very good. And so that is something around Mauliwayo. Now, unfortunately, Hatofuk are yet to offer the player a contract. However, the coach has informed the management to proceed in giving the player a contract. That is Mauliwayo, the winger from BBN Gold Stars. Don't forget that I have made this comment that Gold Stars offered him a contract and then he declined the contract to focus on Hearts of Oak still. So they are still waiting for an official offer. And when they get the offer, they can just go through, analyze it, and then, if possible, proceed in signing a contract with Hearts of Oak. So that is something around Mauliwayo. For now, there is no final deal agreed for Mauliwayo. There's no personal terms agreement, and there's no any official deal offered to him. But then the information is that he has been training with the team, will be training with the team today, and also available for the team in their game against Heart of Lions Homo Cup on Sunday. But aside that, there is no official information or official offer around the player. That is also something we need to pay attention to. Now, there are two players that we need to talk about. Then we talk about Razak Kassim, and then we talk about Ashiko a bit. Then we can now focus on um, other things. Now, Hussein Mohammed is a DBB attacking midfielder. He's expected to undergo medical today. I'm sure by this time, DBB's attacking midfielder Hussein Mohammed has undergone medical. Then officially, he would sign a 3-year contract with Heart of Oak. He will pen down 3 years contract with Heart of Oaks, and that is Hussein Mohammed. And per report, Hussein is one of the players that would be key in the Heart of Oaks success, looking at his dribbling styles and all that. So Heart of Oak are also bringing some midfielders around, like Kakari is already there. You have Hussein and all that. Sani Mohammed is one player, one young player who has justified himself so much with the team. He scored a goal against Bechem United yesterday, and of course, the team is going to offer Sani Mohammed a long-term contract. Then that young player can sign officially for Hearts of Oak. Let's look at Razak Kassim. There's something around Razak Kassim. You know, he's waiting for his deal in Libya, but as it stands now, the deal is becoming difficult, and that's per the report. It looks like Razak would now opt to play for Heart of Oak. Now, Heart of Oak would want to replace Glido Tanga. They want to replace Lendam Tangi and Salifu Ibrahim. These are the three experienced players Heart of Oak would want to replace. Razak Kasim looks like a deal that will be happening, and when it happens, he will take over the number 6. Though they have Amponsa there, but then he will be one of the key experienced players, having been consistent in 4 Premier League seasons, having joined Olympics after leaving Mighty Jets some years ago. Anawaka relaunched the player's career, giving him opportunity to play for Great Olympics. It looks like the player will be available to sign for Heart of Oak, and so that is something around that. Then the left side, Samola Shukui, Heart of Oak are yet to officially complete something with Great Olympics, but Ashukwe has made it clear that he wants to play for Heart of Oak. That is the official information around Heart of Oak. So if you have a question around Heart of Oak, just put in there. I'll make time and then read the comment and also make sure I answer it through a video for you. Let's move on to Kumasa Asante Kotoko. Now, let's talk about Shawkan on Mohammed. Why the deal is delayed? I've heard some people make comment more. Hey, you are talking about Shawkan too much. If you don't have any information, no. In transfer market, what happens is that day in, day out, when there's a conversation, I need to bring it out. So conversations are ongoing. I just can't go on break. If there's no conversation, I'll pause. Like Heart of Oak, Solomon Agbasi. After his injury, they've not been that massive conversation. So I have to pause. But when there's constant conversation, hi, player, how are you? Yes, we are still working on your deal. It is a conversation. And that day I must bring the information that they are still talking to the player. You get it. So it's not about repetition of um, transfer updates. No. When there's a conversation, it must come. There are some deals that takes a long time, like Emmanuel Entry. Look at the days it took. At a point, Heart of Oak were in there, they opted out, they came back again, Kotoko. Then finally That night, I shared a story that his flight has been booked to Kumasi. I'm sure he didn't even believe it. Then the next day in the morning, he was at the airport, and then he arrived in Kumasi. That is when we believe that NG is in Kumasi. You get it. So when there's a conversation, I need to speak about it. So sorry if maybe I always talk about a player. It's because there's always a conversation. If the conversation goes on break, I'll also go on break. When it is off, I'll come out to say it is off. Like Prince Kobuno Wusu. When I spoke about him a month, 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago, that he's going to Kumasa Asante Kotoko. At a point in time, I have to hold on because there was no conversation because it was focused on other deal outside. Then that deal happened. When that deal happened, that was it. It became difficult. So that is something we all have to pay attention to in the transfer market so that we can enjoy. So Shawkan's situation is a bit complicated. At a point the boy felt he's a free agent. He and Andrew Sowusu, the goalkeeper who is not in the country currently. Then Accra Lions came out to show that he has a year contract. So the player has also given the information to the authorities that they must also analyze the situation and bring a verdict. So this case has gone beyond Shawkan and Accra Lions. It is being analyzed critically. Again, Kotoko are also looking at another option. You see, the option of giving Accra Lions money. Because at a point in time, when Accra Lions came out that the player has a contract, they informed them that, okay, we are ready to release the player because the player wants to go to Kotoko. So kindly bring offer. So that is the negotiation between Accra Lions and Kotoko. It means that when the final verdict on Shawkan and Accra Lions comes out, and it means that Shawkan is a free agent and that he can go for free, then Kotoko will now pause and focus on taking the player away, agreeing on the personal terms. But when it happens that indeed he still has a contract, then there's no option than to make sure that they agree on a fee and then let the player go. So we'll keep you updated on Shawkan. But the player has made his decision. He wants to play for Kotoko. That one I won't lie to you. He wants to play for Kotoko. And he has always been talking to Kotoko. There's an engagement every day. There's an engagement every day on his transfer. And Kotoko are focused on getting Shawkan in their team. Just as House of Oak is also focused on getting Razak Kassim in the team. So that is something around Shawkan, Hunaf, Mohammed. Now, House of Oak are also looking at another option of a goalkeeper. They have Benjamin Asare, they have Kusin Ketia. So they are looking at another third option. Maybe Kusin Ketia will be the second goalkeeper or third, depending on the goalkeeper they are bringing. But it looks like Hearts still wants Agbasi, the CAF Confederations Cup 2024 best goalkeeper, the former Dreams FC shortstopper. They still want him, and that they are looking at getting the deal signed. So that is something around the transfer market. But I have something special. This is Yaya Dawuni. So before Yaya Dawuni parted ways with Kotoko, it brought me this new jersey, Yaya Dawuni, 45, Yaya Dawuni. So I received a special jersey from Yaya Dawuni, Kumasa Asante Kotoko, former player. Thank you, Yaya Dawuni. I wait for transfer updates. I appreciate. He said, Mo, keep the good work, keep promoting the Premier League. We love you. And that is why I brought you this jersey. This is what Yaya said before he traveled to South Africa. And officially, I received it today because I wasn't at the airport to see him off. So today, I received the jersey from his personal person, Richard Achori. So this is what Yaya Dawuni presented to me today. Thank you, Yaya Dawuni. Thank you, Richard Achori, for this wonderful gift from defender Yaya Dawuni. How I wish he was in the Premier League because at the point the Lions wanted him, but he's off to South Africa for a possible deal. So we'll make time to talk about them. And the lad Ibrahim has also signed for Ethiopian Coffee today. The unveiling has been done. And Morrison is also gone to Kenya. Gor Mahia. We have a lot of players, like Jenny Boateng, Abdul Jalilu. A lot of players are currently out now, but it is part of it. We'll still produce a lot of qualities in there. Thank you. Enoch Morrison also presented a Kotoko yellow jersey for me. Thank you, Enoch Morrison. But don't forget that on this special platform, if you keep following, if you keep commenting, one day you might receive a jersey from me, a special jersey from me, honestly. If you keep supporting, if you keep promoting, if you keep liking, if you keep sharing, if you keep see you more commenting and following and watching our videos. I promise you one day I'll give you a surprise. My name is Shaban Mohammed. Thank you for following us. This is your drawing board. We'll come back to it when the transfer window on 25th August, Sunday, 25th August, 12 a.m. It will be closed, 12 a.m. So 11:59 is the deadline for the transfer window for the 2024-25 season. And then the second round transfer window, general transfer window, will be open again for some signings. Thank you for joining us. My name is Shaban Mohammed Mo Shaban. Thank you for following Mo TV. I really appreciate a lot. Bye bye.